Mic testing. There it is. There's my sound. Hey, what's up, Casey Lewis? How are you doing today, man? Mr. Casey Lewis in the house. That boy is quick to join. No sound. I should have sound now. Let me know if you hear it. Should be good. Oh, man. What's going on, y'all? Happy hump day. It's time for some no noise. I am Z Rex. What's today? It's like the 29th. I don't know. Did the sound go away? It shouldn't. I see it on my mic thing, on my mic meter, on my mic thing. Yeah. No, I should be good. I got all my check boxes look ticked, so that's nice. Yeah, let me know if there's any issues there. All right, let's see here. Welcome. Hope y'all have had a good week so far. Oh, it's 11/11. You can make some wishes here. 29, 2023, November, almost the end of the month. I think we got tomorrow's the end of the month, right? Yeah, so we'll check out some monthly charts today. Let's kind of just take a little gander. Ooh, look at Tron, almost over 11 cents, rallying pretty hard as Bitcoin gets rejected one more again from 38K. Man, the struggle is real right there. Let's see what else we got that looks good. STX, nice little bounce on Radix. What else we got here? Russell, kind of up. There's a big move with continuation. What was it? Not a big move, but just continue. Yes, gold. That's what it was I was looking at earlier. Gold, 265, y'all. After it cleared that 220, it started running pretty good. So that's interesting. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. Let's see. Anything else standing out? I don't think so. Nope. No, that's about it. Well, let's start with the top down. Let's go. Let's move this over, get that out of the way. And starting with Mama Bear, as we like to do. Still kind of just chilling up here. We almost got... Did we get a 3-hour open and close above 38? Oh, is this one right here? Oh, it looks like it. It is. All right, so we do have a 3-hour open and close above 38,000. That is actually kind of a big deal. We do have a slight rejection so far, but I mean, whatever. I mean, it's like not even $1,000, and it's still holding structure now. That is a pretty good development. I noticed last night that the hour, it was creeping up on the hour, getting an open and close above there. And then now we've got a 3-hour. It looks like it's creeping up on the time frames. So we got a 4-hour. I don't think we have a 4-hour yet. Well, technically we do, but it's a doji candle. How funny is that? So we got a doji candle open and close. That's that's what we've been looking for here. Oh, let me close this. We don't need that anymore. And let's go big screen to get all that real estate. All right, there we go. I've been trying to remember to do that. All right, back to where was I at? Oh yeah, the open and close candles above 38K are very, very important here. Now we don't have a seriously significant time frame that's doing that quite yet. We do have a 3 and a 4-hour. A lot of people do use those time frames, and they're pretty good. I don't like that the 4-hour is just a doji. That's kind of weak sauce. The 3-hour, though, definitely looks good with even with this little sell-off being above this structure at about 37.7 handle. So as long as we're kind of hovering right around here, this is very constructive for bulls. Let's zoom out to the 458. This is what I was really hoping to see this morning, because these close at about like 9 o'clock roughly or whatever. And we didn't quite get it. It actually sold off kind of like right out of the gate this morning when the market opened. So had that not happened, we would have got it almost, but still very constructive, higher high, nice higher body, and we're just riding up structure and the EMAs. Like we were talking about Monday, we are getting lots of respect off these 21 EMAs. I was looking last night, and we're pretty much just riding all of them on most of the altcoins. So that's nice to see being respected there. The only one thing I want to do see for Mama Bear is get this back above 26 on the daily DMI. I would really like to see that. And that probably will happen with that 38,000 close above. And that would actually just probably be a body close that would get the DMI to get a little bit more sexy time. You can see these bodies. Look how tight they are at this 37.8 and change level. So let's jump out to the monthly real quick. The monthly looks fine. I don't see any issues with that. Got a little bit of continuation. Let's go to Bitcoin futures. Same here. You can see it sandwiched between this 35 and 38 level, like we've been talking about for many videos now. Easy peasy. Jumping back to spot price. Back to the daily, we really would like to see this daily close above 38,000 today. That would be pretty damn sexy if we could get that. And also a 458 open and close above 38. If we do get that, I will be looking for this thing to break out to the upside. And the next target on this, if that were to occur, would be, hold on. Let's see here. Would actually like I know this horizontal's right here at 44, but y'all know we got to stop at 42,000 first. So that would probably be the next target if we did get that open and close above 38,000, would be between 40 and 42, and then kind of see how it reacts there. Because ultimately, when we get to this mid upper 40K level, that is like mega trend, super macro change. We start camping above 48,000. That is uber bullish. And if that happened for like a month or so, I would be looking for probably a test of, upper 50s, probably up over here at this little cluster right here. So we're potentially looking real good here. Is Santa going to bring us tendies, or is he going to bring us some coal? I don't know yet. We're about to find out, though, very soon. That's for sure, since it will be December on Freitag coming up. Let's go to GBDC because it's actually been looking pretty sexy. It is making a higher body close. So that's actually giving us good confluence for continuation to the upside for Mama Bear. Let's see how the weekly's closing. Would like to see Friday close above this 3165 area. That would be way most sexy. And the monthly does look pretty good still, just getting continuation. So nothing really too crazy there. Very sexy though, above $30 with that obvious resistance level that we were speaking on the last couple videos at around 32 and change. So just kind of creeping on up. Looks very good. DMI is actually way more stronger on GBDC. And, I don't like GBDC. I don't like any of the guys involved with it, but it does have this kind of ability to almost forecast price, which is kind of crazy. We've talked about this a lot on the stream. Back over here when Bitcoin hit 69, we didn't make a new high here. And it's done that a few times at major pivot points. We're not going to go through all those right now. But yeah, it is definitely noteworthy. I think the biggest issue with the GBDC chart, Jesus Christ, is this big gap down here at 20 to 20 and change, 21 and change, whatever. But we don't even have to worry about that until we lost like probably about $30 So all is well now. Ethereum, what is Unicorn Man doing? Let's see. It's just hovering above 2K. So as long as it's above 2K, ain't got no problems. Whoops. The one semi issue though is, now that I'm seeing this, is that DMI is bears and bulls are back in the neutral zone here. And that just happened, it looks like, the last couple of days as we're struggling to get any continuation. So that might be a little bit of concern for the bulls, just slightly. Yeah, and I'm not a huge fan of this close here. Again, man, so off of this structure right here, if we did get back below 2K, this thing could dump another, 50 to 100 bucks fairly easily with the obvious structure on this lower end right around here at about 1930. We did have this higher open and close above this little range, but immediate rejection and no follow through. So lollygagging some more. Wow, shocker. Let's go to the monthly on Unicorn Man. Interestingly enough, we do not have a green candle on Unicorn Man. I did not notice that before. We got it on Bitcoin. Do we have it on futures? It looks like we might. Hold on, let it load. Maybe. No, we don't. We don't have it on futures either. Very interesting. Okay. So it is about to open and close, though, as long as we stay above 1850, which is pretty probable for the, by the end of the day tomorrow. Don't see why that wouldn't happen. But no green girthy candles on Ethereum. Interesting. But we are going to close potentially a higher. Oh, wow. Look, the monthly is even agreeing with that 1930 level. Very, very critical in the shorter term there. I guess really, I'm sorry, really longer term. 2K is shorter term. Longer term is that 1930 level. And so we best hold that 1930, because if we don't, this thing could easily go to back into the 1700s. So let's not do that, unicorn shirt, man. Okay? Let's not do that. The Bulls would not like that. A&F, Casey Lewis. I didn't see any extra stuff to that. You just put A&F in there. All right, Litecoin, what's Charlie doing? Charlie's just barely hovering. Nothing really to add from Monday's video. Needs to really kind of stay in the 69 handle and up. Anything below that starts to get a little bit concerning. Let's go over here. Yeah, we do have bearish dominance on the 458, and we are squeezed to all hell right here between the 200 and the shorter term MAs. So just, the struggle is a little bit real, but we're just kind of sideways still above structure. So it's not terrible. And until Bitcoin breaks, that 35K level, the struggle is going to be kind of real across most of the altcoins. Let's see here. Unless it's Tron, apparently. Tron's just telling the market to suck it. Let's see here. ETC, yeah, whatever. I'm going to kind of just fly through these because there's not much difference between Monday's video and today. Y'all can clearly see this structure looking left right here at these little two candles at about 18 bucks flat. Easy peasy. You already know 58 cents. This horizontal has been drawn on this chart for many, many moons. If y'all are fans of the show, y'all have already seen that line. Y'all already know what's up. So above 58 and 64, that's pretty much the range. XLM is kind of just lollygagging to all hell here between this 13 and about 11 flat. So until it's out of that, it's really just ping pong mode on this guy. Tron is definitely showing sexy time, and it has for the entire year, which is crazy. The entire year, literally. And today, wow, we did clear 11. We went to 1111. Very nice. And if this could close the body above 10 cents, 10.8 cents, that would actually look very sexy. I ain't got no problems with this chart. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this chart looks really good still. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not really bearish divergence. It's kind of like even. So, yeah, this magenta candle is kind of the only thing that maybe is a concern, but we're in the blue box. So, as long as we're in the blue box, it's definitely bullish bias, and I would be looking for this to just keep continue working its way up into the upper end of the box. So, and then conversely, anything back below 10 cents, especially after this structure now, would be pretty shitty by the bulls. Very nice monthly structure. I mean, this Tron has looked really good for a long time. So, dot just sideways as hell. Obvious structure off these little late November Thanksgiving blues days here. Looks fine above $5, but really needs to clear 540. So we're going to be flying through these, getting worked by the 21. So that's fine. Really struggling to get any kind of momentum on the weekly. A lot of resistance there at this level here at about 45 pennies. So, yeah, I mean, but you can see as soon as it got into the low 40s, immediate rejection. So if we can camp above 40 cents, yeah, it starts to look good. And ultimately, 45 is the next target on this. If we did get over that 40, mega resistance at 45. I wouldn't think that we would break over 45 cents unless Bitcoin is testing 40K plus, would be kind of my guess on that. Let's see, Link, same thing, kind of just grinding on these 21s. 15 handle really is the line in the sand. Above 15 flat, I'm sorry, 14 to 15, not the 15 handle, my bad. Above 14, so actually the 14 handle technically. Above 14 looks good, but really needs to get some momentum here by the bulls, because you can see this is actually lower lows right here, lower lows and lower highs from here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, and we're kind of just floating in between here. Not making a lower low yet, but bulls should be able to get something going here, and that's maybe a little bit concerning for shitcoins. Probably just waiting for Mama Bear to break out, which if she doesn't break out, then that bitch is going to roll over faux show, and by that bitch, I mean Link. The struggle is pretty real here, too. Never got real momentum on the oscillator, at least the DMI, a little bit on the RSI. Yeah, I mean, it's this 200, man. The 200 MA is no joke, y'all. That is a really good long-term trend analysis marker, especially the slope of it. And the slope's still down. So, and off of the 200, I mean, this is probably going to need at least another month or so for it to even start curling it back up. So, Bull's got a lot of work to do in EOS land. 230, you already know. Below 230, it's not great. But above 210, it's okay. It's kind of neutral between this 210, 230 level. Easy peasy. About 42, as long as this is above like 42, it's okay. But again, we're just kind of getting some of these little struggles here. The weekly looks a lot better, though. There's not many altcoins that are already above their 55 EMA on a weekly basis. So BSV is actually shining a little bit in that regard. So maybe it's got a little bit of relative strength on the longer term time frame. So above that 42 handle. Oh, excuse me. Pretty good. All right, let's see here. Privacy coins, just kind of lollygagging, accepting price up here. So at least that's nice. Let's go to the weekly. We finally have enough weekly candles to start making the vol flashes. That's Q. Monthly is about to have a full open and close monthly above the 21. And that will happen as long as tomorrow we don't sell off below 164. That's pretty sexy, actually. That has not happened in a long time. We did have one here, but when they open and close above, in this instance, the 21 EMA, and it's a giant shooting star doji, yeah, that doesn't count. That's trash. That is not good. You want it to be nice and girthy. You don't want it to look like garbage. And even this one, little kind of shooting star-esque here, too. When it closed, open and closed pretty much right on top of it. But you can see when it finally does open and close fully with some girth, that bitch runs. So not quite there yet, but building out a decent chart above this 160-ish level. Looks very good still. No problems there. Zcash, Jesus Christ. Just hanging out around. I mean, could it be more glued to 29 right here? I mean, it's just like, oh, go to above it. Just kidding. Go back, go below it. Oh, just kidding. Come back over to it. I mean, Jesus. We are getting almost flat on the 200, so probably another week or so, and this could be able to possibly curl up. Probably need to be above 29 though to get the averages real nice and sexy like to help that slope. Yeah, I mean, we are 3 weeks now, open and close, potentially 4 above the 21 EMA. That hasn't happened since all the way back here at the beginning of 2022. So, that's noteworthy. Again, Mama Bear's got to break out though. No one, most, yes, there are outliers like Tron and Ordinals and some other stuff, but 99% of the shit coins aren't going to break out of major structure until Bitcoin gets over 38K. That's just how it is. And that's what we call her Mama Bear. Let's see. Yeah, not even over the 21 EMAs. Kind of shitty dash. No one likes privacy coins? What the hell? Doge back over 8 cents. That's actually pretty sexy. Riding the 21 very nicely. I love yesterday's close. Very sexy. Let's go to the 458. A little bit of a doji, no follow through. Yeah, I mean, that's whatever for now. We still got 5 hours for the next one. Let's jump out to the monthly. Oh, still below well below the 21 EMA. Really need to get back over 8.8 cents. We start getting over 8.8. Oh man, it's going to be sexy time for Doge. If we were getting over 8.8, I could probably see Elon announcing some kind of dumb shit about X, saying that he might use it. He might use Doge for it. So I could easily see that coming, but that's not going to happen. Oh crap! Need some more tea or coffee here. What the hell? But yeah, until we get over that 8.8, which has been confirmed by this 2 daily candles right here, that is the next point of contention. So we have it on daily, we got it on the weekly, we got it on the monthly. So we are approaching getting back up there though. So this does look fairly decent. We'll see what the bulls for Doji Poo have in store for us over the next few weeks for the Holodoge. Let's see. STX, of course, the ordinal stuff has definitely been running. So we were just mentioning that. That is a stronger looking chart. Look at this. 4 or 5 weeks above the 55. Very sexy. I mean, this is bullish as fuck above 69, which of course it is. What else number would it be? You can see this nice girthy candle yesterday. This looks beautiful above 69 cents. Let's see. Especially if we can get an open and close on a daily above this 73, which cannot happen today, but potentially tomorrow that could happen. And if that were the case, I would look for this thing to keep running probably to at least $1 on that. So potential trade may be setting up right here. And even longing here with the 69-cent stop loss is single digit risk, which is nice in crypto land. Always like to see that. True. We are, what are we doing? Are we staying true to the crypto bros? Ooh, mega resistance here right at 6 cents flat. You can see it has been garnered very well by the bears at the 55. So really needs to clear up over 6 cents. You can even see on the daily doji right up underneath it. Rejections on the wicks. Still looks really good though. I'm not shitting on it or anything, but that's just confirming the 6 cent level is real serial. And as long as we're staying above about 5.3, it does look very constructive. Very nice. Look at this. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, we're getting a lot of bounces off these 21 EMAs on a lot of the better looking shit coins. Beautiful pump here. Let's see if we can get back into the blue box. We get back up into the 5.5 cent area. I would look for this to get back into the middle of the box. And just like True being 6 cents, 6 cents is also the mega resistance for Radix. Very nice. Still holding on to that one, I am. VeChain. Let's see here. VeChain is doing a very high and tight flag on the weekly. This is actually pretty sexy looking above about 2 cents flat. Riding the EMAs. The only thing that does suck on the daily is this nasty shooting star inside of the box, which is just confirming that this 2-2 level is no joke. And there's definitely lots of resistance there. Let's go to the monthly. Yeah, we're still far away from all the EMAs at about 3 pennies. Holy moly, dude. How many yawns was that? Was that like 5 yawns already? Sorry, guys. Anyway, above 2.2 looks very sexy, and it just looks semi-sexy above about 2 cents. So let's see if we can get some follow through on that bitch soon. Oh, Adam, what are you doing? Made a higher high, coming back to test. So kind of like Bitcoin's structure here. I do think that they've been launching lots of stuff on their decks. So, maybe this will get some love. And my buddy is like super into this, the Cosmos ecosystem and all that kind of crap. So, whatever, the market doesn't seem to really like it a whole lot. I mean, it's just rallied mostly like all the other shit coins. I will change my tune above $10 though. This bitch gets above $10. I think easy run to 11 and a half, 12, and then we'll have to reassess from there. But very nice to see bulls making a higher body close on structure there. So above this about 880 level looks very good. Osmos going sideways also looks very good here above 59 pennies. And as long as it's floating above 59, our target on this is probably about $1. So there's always usually big resistance on penny stocks and penny coins, about $1, those whole numbers. It's usually like $1 and $5. Moving on. Ton looks good, just getting worked by the 21. The only thing that'll suck about these, y'all, is that if Mama Bear starts to break down, these things will freaking dump very hard. I could easily see going to the major structure of sorry, of the early fall on a lot of them, or even the summer of this last summer here, if that were to happen. So again, that's why we call it Mama Bear. You can generally watch it for most of the market direction, and until she breaks 38K, it's cautiously bullish from this point. Matic. Ooh, what? What is this? Damn, Matic. Well, I don't know if these are bad ticks or not. Well, probably not, because there's a lot of volume on them. Hold on, let's zoom back out. This is on Polo, so let's actually see real quick. Let's go take a gander at, like, I don't know, Binance, whatever. Yeah, okay, so that's just a Polo shit. Not surprising. Not many people use Polo anymore. Unfortunately, that was an old school one, man. Love that exchange back in the day. Anyway, Matic is looking real good above 69 cents. We could say that, like we were talking about H pattern style, I might actually change Matic to not use Polo. I think the only reason I have is because it has like the longest price history, but it also does have some funkiness in it too. Anyway, let's go to the monthly. A lot of resistance at about 80 cents. We already knew that, but we're getting confluence with higher time frames, which is always nice. So yeah, 80 cents looks between 69 and 80, but I haven't bought any more of this. I had a nice trade. We did a pretty good trade on this one. But now I want to do a re-entry. So, I'm not rushing to a lot of these because Bitcoin Mama Bear is really struggling at that 38K level. But I'll tell you one thing, if Mama Bear gets that 458 open and close above 38,000, I will definitely start going a little bit altcoin Black Friday shopping. That's for sure. All right, majors, we're getting follow through. Now, this is a bit of a concern for bulls here. We do have a vol flash at the top of this range. That is kind of a little scary. Okay. The last time we had that was right over here in July, where the following week we just started doing Dump Fest 3000, which actually ended up leading into a very large sell-off for most of the year of roughly, what is this, like 14%, 10%, about 11%, whatever. So we are getting that here now. And I actually saw this earlier this morning on all of the majors except for Russell, I believe. Yes, here it is on NASDAQ. NASDAQ had one back over here. Had a little bit of follow through, but ultimately that was the end of the rally for a few months. All right. Now, did we get one here? Yes, we did. Because this is directionless. The volatility historical vol indicator at the top here, which is free and is very useful. I think everyone should have this on their chart. But yeah, you just look up HV indicator, or which one exactly is it? Let's just double click it and y'all can just look at it there. BA historical volatility rank and SMA. There you go. You can put that on there. It's free. You can see this one though. Vol flashed at the top of range and just got continuation. So again, it is directionless. It's just kind of a little bit of a warning thing. So if we see it here and we get some open and closes on like dailies, especially above 16.1, yeah, who cares? It probably is going to go to all-time highs. Conversely, though, we start seeing price action get comfy below like 15 888s, then we probably will go to at least the 21 EMA, which lines up very nice with this structure over here to about the 15.6s, and then kind of have to just reassess from there. But that is just a little point of caution there. Is Santa not going to bring tendies for everybody? Are we going to get coal like we did in 2018? I don't know if y'all remember that. Let me go back in time for a second. 2018, right here. This shit was nasty. Considering we actually are already in a downtrend before it happened, which we are not currently in now. But 2018, Christmas time was brutal, which actually did end up turning into an ultimate buy, though. So maybe you could flip that on its head and be like, well, Santa brought the opportunity to get long, possibly, right? Try to keep a positive mind there. Anyway, major resistance here at 35.7 on the Dow and major support at about 35 flat. So just be mindful of the vol flashes. Russell does not have one because it hasn't really rallied or done anything. I mean, yes, it rallied 5% the other day, but it's well off the highs where everything else is really close to all-time highs. The Russell is lagging like a dog. Will it catch up is the question. Is there like a pairs trade in this? So if y'all know back over here when we were doing the streams back here, we were talking about how my only concern for continuation on this bull market was why isn't the Russell going up? And the Russell is probably more in line with the actual economy than all the other major indexes. Because, I say all the time, the economy is not the markets, right? The economy in the Russell is about as close as you're going to get to correlation, in my opinion. But, we finally got that breakout. But what was it? It was fake, though. While all the other majors were rallying and just making new highs, Russell did not. And it ended up literally just rolling over right after this pretend breakout. So here we are kind of lollygagging like a mofo. And, the Russell is no joke. It's one of my favorite majors to trade, and just kind of a little concerning that it's not doing anything. So above 1830, yeah, this bitch probably does a swift move to 1900, because there's going to be some pent up FOMO demand right there. And it is kind of high and tight flag, so it does look fairly like a good chance of happening. Let's go to the monthly. Yeah, I do like this monthly engulfing the previous months if it does close up here, above 1810. So that does look pretty good. But yeah, just kind of like, what the hell, Ruts? What are you doing? Just being a little dog, that's for sure. Overall, though, to keep it simple, is above 1800 looks fine. Really needs to clear 1830, though. The trannies are just not doing shit. They got some sloppy spaghetti action over here. Need to get back over 15K. Also, a little bit of concern for continuation for the bulls, just like Russell is. So Russell and the transportations are probably more in line with actual economic stuff than NASDAQ and ES. I mean, especially NASDAQ. NASDAQ is just like insane valuations. Like, what the hell? I saw BlackRock just bought the Rover dog walking app for fucking $2.4 billion or something. I mean, what the absolute hell? It's crazy town out there. Everything's worth $1 billion. All right, moving on. VIX. I'm sorry, not VIX. DAX. All right, so DAX, this actually is surprising. Just getting continuation after this 15.8. This is crazy bullish right here. Let's look at the weekly. I mean, yeah, this is bullish as F. It's BAF, dude. It's BAF above 1600 all the way. There is no concerns about this. Now, is it straight up? Yeah, that's probably the only thing. But I know I just said there's no concerns, but I guess there's always something you can kind of chop up or whatever. But straight up, as long as it's above 1600, or I'm sorry, 16,000, this does look really good and bodes well for continuation in the other traditionals majors like ES, NASDAQ, and stuff like that. Russell trade, man. I'm actually long Russell right now, but I'm just kind of holding on to it until we kind of lose this like 18. I might even hold it to like 17.9 because the way I kind of scale into stuff, I like to do tranches. So I usually like to do like a 3 tranche thing. So I'll go in one, and then if it sells off, I'll go in another one, and then maybe one more after that. And then I also use that when I'm selling too. I usually like to sell in tranches as well. It just helps curb some of your mental, what's the word for it? Like the emotional capital. Because, sometimes if you sell all of it at the top, or what you perceive to be the top, and then it just keeps running, it might mess up your brain a little bit. So it's best to just trim a little bit. If you have some exposure and you make some money off of it still, then you're going to feel nice. And that's good. So I recommend doing some tranche action. But you know what? Do whatever you want with your money. It's your money. So I'm just some jackass on TradingView. Moving on. VIX. What are you doing, VIX? Nothing. It's below 13. Absolute trash. The more it stays below the teens, the more the market probably just keeps rallying. So our only concern a little bit was Monday was VVIX, where it's kind of bouncing off of this low 80 level. If this continues to grow over the next week or so, definitely it could warrant some selling pressure by the bears in the majors. And so that would be about 88.50, which y'all know we talk about this on every stream. So we will see that happen that day, unless it's a Tuesday or a Thursday, because we don't have streams those days. VIX futures, not quite sub-teen, but look at this. We are on the very bottom end of this range, about low 13s. And if we go back, you can kind of see why I have that drawn. It encapsulates. I can talk pretty good, I guess, from here in Texas. It is a big major support area where it's either kind of make it or break it time for the VIX. So, one interesting thing too for bulls is how we've broke this trend line that was intact literally since the no vol at all 2017 year has been riding it, and we have broke it. So that is kind of interesting. Not too good for the bears if you're super bear. All right. Is this an inverted head and shoulders, you might ask, right here? Whoop, let me draw that. Yes, it is. And is that slanted above it? No, it is not. It is damn close though. And any price action above about 78.60 probably gets us to the top end of this box. So potential good trade coming in there. Bulls stepping it up slightly, trying to get the Momo back on the RSI. So that's good to see. Very far away on the DMI for the daily. Let's ratchet down. Lower time frames, though, they are regaining. So this actually does look good above $76 on low time frames. And let's see, weekly. Yeah, weekly is kind of funky. What about the monthly? And monthly is kind of whatever. But getting above that 78.5, 78.60 level probably gets us to 80. And conversely, back anything below like the 75.5. Hold on, let's zoom in again. Yeah, about 75.5. That looks like shit, and bears probably regain their Momo there. Nat gas is struggling a little bit. It's still on the trend line, though, so you can very well argue that this is still a long entry, and this gap has been filled from the rollover. So, yeah, shit, this actually could be a really good long entry. About 4% risk for, probably could look for at least middle of this structure. Yeah, so you're like a 2.5 to 1 on that. So not too bad. I wish there was a better product or smaller one than futures or this garbage ass UNG product. Look at this. This is UNG. This is supposed to be the Nat Gas Fund. Do you see how garbage this tracks Nat Gas? I highly recommend you don't freaking touch this with your ex-girlfriend's money. This shit is garbage, dude. Garbage product. Look how different those look. Contango is a mofo, man. And the way that they manage that product is just so trash. Anyway, I'm about to rant on that bitch for fucking 20 minutes. UNG, trash. There's a nat gas stocks, and we were talking about the transportation stocks, which we're going to go look at here in a second because I do want to follow up on those. I did buy a couple of them after the stream on Monday. Bonds, well, looky here. I did not expect to see that. Oh, sorry, I had to cut the mic just for a second. Everything's all good, though. I did not expect to see that. Bonds getting follow through after this nice little engulfing on Monday's close. Uh-oh, are the Bulls back in town fully? What? All right, we are major resistance, 21. Okay, and we do have all this cluster here at about in the 118 handle. And if you're wondering about bonds, they don't go, they're still traded in fractions. So it only goes up to 32 and then flips to the next one. It's not like 100. So yeah, just if you were wondering why that is. Anyway, 116 looks very good above 116. Wow, I did not expect to see that. 10-year rallying pretty good too. All right, shit. Oscillators actually look good. Why, hello. Wow, we're actually about to get a green candle above the 21 EMA on the weekly as long as we stay above 109.09. All right. Dude, that would bode well for the overall market. If these start rallying hard and flip trend and get bullish momentum, I mean, we could be looking at NASDAQ all-time highs by the first of the year if this keeps up. Very impressive. TMF obviously is an ETF that's leveraged against the bond market. I actually don't even know why that's on there. Whatever. Oh, they're doing a split though coming up on Monday. Uh-oh. Why are they splitting it? Huh. A 1 to 10 split, huh? On the $5 product? Yeah, all right, whatever. Dixie continuing to sell off. All right, of course, because rates are down. Yeah, we're down another 5 cents today. Let's go look at those real quick. Man, just continuing to break down. Like we put that 450 alert on Monday, because if we get above 450, then we can start looking for mega pressure, because that does seem to be pretty much the only thing the market cares about right now is where the rates are going. And so this seems to just be selling off. So this bodes well for bulls, man. Oh, let's see the weekly real quick. Is there any good support around here? Yeah, there is at about 420. Of course it's 420. What the hell else would it be? So we start getting back below 420. Oh, holy shit, man. I would be expecting very large rallies across the entire market pretty much. Euro saying, let's go. Let's go to the weekly on Euro. Just curious. Yeah, coming up on a little bit of resistance at 110. You can see the 110 handle has definitely provided a ceiling faux show. So bonds keep breaking out, and all this keeps kind of moving the same direction. Obviously, Euro would probably get above that 110 level. And if that were the case, depending on when that happens, we do have this mega resistance trend line here. And I believe that actually goes back like 10 years or something. Yeah, that trend line goes all the way back to 08, so even longer, like 15-year trend line. That could be a potentially, ooh, and look at this. It's actually kind of coming up right over here. That could actually be a very good trade on the Euro if this could break the 15-year trend line. I usually don't trade FX, but I might do some futures on this if that were to happen, and the futures number or contract is 6E on that. If you want to trade the Euro futures, if maybe you don't have a Forex account or whatever, but you have a futures account, you can go trade 6E. And they also have micros on that too, so you can do M6E. If you don't have a large account, you can just jump on that. But this above like 112, man, and you got the trend line cross. That also goes back to 2000. Could be potentially setting up for a very nice long trade. And you know what? On that note, we actually gonna put a little alert right here. Add alert. We want it an up, and we want only once. And let's put that on there because I do want to know that. Gold. All right, this right here, y'all. Oh, snap. This is beautiful for gold bulls. This is a really good candle. If this closes like this on Friday, it would be even more sexy if it closes above 2090, 2100 ish. Y'all know that's been the resistance we've been watching. This is beautiful. You have the chrono cross. It does not get much better than this. 15-day. Excuse me. 15-day is about that 260. So we probably do have a little bit of resistance here, just a tad. You can see kind of we got up to what, about 270, 2072. Okay. We do have a little gap here, but man, this looks very constructive. I love this setup right here. And gold just looks super sexy now above 2K. I think it's pretty safe to say. Hold on, let me go to the monthly real quick. Oh man, especially if Thursday closes above this. Wow, y'all, this is setting up for a very good buy the dip mode in gold with very, I would consider low risk now because we're getting comfy above 2000. How many days do we have above 2000? Just this week. Okay, so it only has been a few days, but regardless, looks very looks very, very sexy above 2000. And for me, I will start longing gold stuff on dips now until we break 2K. That's how I'm going to be playing this. And there's so many gold stuff. I'll pull up the miner index here in a second, or my miner list. There's so many things. Or GDX, GDXJ. Y'all are probably familiar with most of those. Silver also getting followed through. Once it got over that 2420, dude, it was time. Not as strong as gold, but generally silver lags a little bit. A lot of resistance at 26. So like gold's 2K, it's 26 for silver, and we are right up underneath it. Just barely missed it by about 30 cents today. But if gold keeps breaking out here, this is going to pull silver up, and it's going to look pretty damn sexy for the bulls. Let's see what the monthly looks like. Man, monthly. Let's get this monthly to close above 25.50, and that would look very sexy because you would literally engulf pretty much the entire year of business. So precious metals setting up for potentially looking very sexy, very nice. Does that mean that it's time to buy some platinum, for it to catch up, kind of pairs trade minded esque there? Yeah, you could definitely argue that. I would use 900 as the hard stop on this for me. We've talked about that a lot on the show. 9 to 950, and you can see it does kind of look like it wants to get it in. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, I mean, it's not near as strong structurally as the gold and silver charts. But, if gold starts breaking out naturally, it is going to lift up platinum. And the platinum gold ratio is crazy right now. It's like been really super low for a long time. A lot of people are saying because of the EV craze and them not using catalytic converters, blah, 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 whatever. And it's like, yeah, they're still going to use those in diesels and trucks and boats and it's not like that shit's going away, man. So potential good trade for platinum coming up here. Palladium kind of in that same boat too. Just doesn't look near as good. You can see that 1100 level getting respected here. Immediate rejection. Now, you might ask, is this a good entry point? Let's see. Yeah, you could argue that. 618 retracements, about 1,000, and then the deep retrace is around 970. So you could argue nibbling on palladium down to about 970-ish is a decent trade. I just really don't like it below 1100. I think I'd rather just mess with gold and silver and platinum. Now, if this does start getting comfy above 1100, then we can start talking, because then I'd be looking for probably me saying then again. Just kidding. I'd probably be looking for this blue box at minimum if that were to happen. Let's go ahead and bring that over, which is about 12 to 13 hundo. GDX had a beast mode day yesterday. Not doing shit today, though. That kind of is weird. You'd expect that with gold's move. Weekly open and close, though, does look very sexy here. And, there's no need to rush on precious metal trades. It is a pretty slow moving vehicle. And generally, a weekly chart is all you need, even a bi weekly chart for precious metals, because they are just slow grinders, man. But this is setting up pretty damn sexy. This is real good above $30. Yeah, $30 confluence on the daily, on the weekly. And are these EMAs at 32? Yep, 29.90. So above $30, this is in buy the dip mode now. Very nice. GDXJ kind of in the same boat, except as instead of 30, it's about 36. Very sexy time. All right, let's get to some of your tickers here, Mr. Casey Lewis. He's got Verx. What the hell is Verx? Never heard of that one. Vertex Tech Services, all-time highs. Yeah, let's go. All-time highs for everything tech. Oh, no, it's not. Just kidding. Let me take that back real quick. Foot in mouth. Major resistance, obviously, at about $33 underneath all this little cluster F over here. Looks very good, though, above. It's a little bit tougher of a read. I'd say about 25. It looks pretty damn good. Let's go to the daily. See if we have confluence there. Yeah, okay. So about 25. It looks good. For me, anything in the low 30s is probably a good enough profit taking spot. What do you have here? Target. Yeah, there you go. Perfect, man. Love it. I can't get mad at that setup at all. You're even high and tight on that bitch at 27. So, yep, I like that trade. Nice. BRZE. All right. Braze. All right. More tech crap. Man, this bitch just loses money every freaking quarter. Loses 30 mil a quarter. So that's really good. Strong buy, though, because, it doesn't matter. Mobile applications. Yeah, that sounds pretty hype. Let's see what the chart says. Yeah, the chart says it was very hype. It's okay above 50. I'd say above $50, you're in the clear. You are getting a little vol flash here, and earnings coming up. It looks like first week of December, so that'll be next Wednesday. You'll have earnings. Above 50, though, it does look really good. What's your target? Yeah, stop loss at 50. Nice. Price target at 60. And entering pretty much right now. Where's 60 at? Yep, I like that. That's a good trade. You're right up underneath all this business over here. Nice. That's another good one. SKWD. Holy shit. This just goes up and to the right. Skyward. It goes skyward, apparently. Specialty insurance company, huh? All right. Making money. Growing, too. Keeps growing every quarter, at least from what I can see. Casualty, engaged, commercial property, blah, blah, healthcare stuff. All right, well, not too bad. Apparently the market really likes this, and they're continuing revenue increase and income increase every quarter is being reflected in their chart above. I'd probably have to ratchet this a little higher because it's so far away from the weekly 21 at probably about $30 flat. Let's zoom into the daily because it doesn't have a whole lot of price history. Yeah, because there's this big gap right here too. So yeah, anything below 30, this gap probably gets filled. But above 30, 31, it actually does look pretty good. And what's your target? Yeah, stop loss at 31. Perfect. 37. I mean, why not? It's in blue sky mode, so it's up until it ain't. I don't see any good reason why it couldn't go there. That's not even that far from here. 37 is a 3618 off this consolidation. And what about off of this little measured here? Yeah, 36 is, so you're just over the 2618. Yeah, so I think that's totally fair. Like that trade as well. So 3 for 3, man. That doesn't usually happen. Edu again, man. You're bringing up Edu a lot lately because it just keeps going up. I think you brought it up first around 69, I believe, a week or two ago. So long entry at 79. Wait, I think, were you not already in that one, Casey Lewis? I swear I saw that already. If you could clarify that, that would be greatly appreciated. Looks very good above this body candle right here. And we are all-time highs, right? Hold up. Maybe. I don't maybe we're not. Oh shit, no we're not. Oh god. Auto. Yeah, okay. So but does look really good long term. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So did you like adjust your entry then? Because you say long entry at 79, but when you first brought it up, it clearly was going to be a lot lower than that. So I'm just a little bit curious why that long entry is adjusted there. Let's see here. 618. So deep retrace off of this is going to be 100. I think we talked about that last time I brought this up. It's kind of coming back to me. So yeah, 100 is going to be mega resistance on the long term. And you're targeting not that high, I'm sure. Yeah, 83. Yeah, I mean, why not? Okay. Let's see. So he's riding this. You could even use this 200 weekly as your stop, 73.50. I think that would be the safest way to do it. Man, nice. And your stop 73.90. Very good. Like that too. Very good. Afram. What's Afram? Oh, isn't this an insurance company? Right? A firm? Oh, it's a real estate. No, wait. Mobile platform. Okay. Finance company. Oh, this looks nice. Above $25. Woo, doggy. Yeah, 25. Above 25. This bitch looks real good. A little or a lot of bit of resistance at about 42, like 40 to 42. Let's see what you got there. Oh, you're not even targeting that at all. You're like way closer. Your long entry was, oh shit, you're already well in the money on this one, man. Nice. Well, not well in the money, but good in the money. 35. Hell, you're almost there. Shit, you almost hit that today. What do we go? 34.96. Hell, that's 19, 20 cents away. Not too shabby, dude. You almost hit that one already. So I hope that you get that one fulfilled. You know, for me, I kind of take the approach of close is close enough. I might have taken it off there, but I also am known for premature. I was trying to do a pun there, but we'll just skip that one. All right. Yeah, I like that one though with the stop loss at 31. Yeah, that's nice, high and tight. Keep the money locked up, and since you're already kind of in the money, you know, could ratchet your stop. Sometimes having a trailing stop is a good strat to have, especially as it goes into your favor to just lock in profits. Just sometimes you have to be careful with those because you don't want it to trail too close because you can just easily get shook out, you know, and then it goes to your target. So there's a little finesse there for sure. A&F, is this Abercrombie, right? Yeah. What are they coming back? Holy shit. I have been seeing a lot of the young kids wearing like Doc Martens again and like really baggy Jinko style jeans and shit. So maybe in the prep area of the youngsters that Abercrombie is coming back. I just remember when I was younger, they would just always have the dudes and the chicks like wearing practically nothing standing in front of their stores, be like a freaking 17-year-old wearing like a tits hanging out and some dude without a shirt on. Just such a so crazy. Anyway, $82 obviously is major resistance as that is its previous all-time high, or roughly. Would have never have guessed this bitch was rallying this hard. I mean, look at these numbers, man. Every month it's been up like since May. 30, 25, 35, 5, 7, 25. What the shit, dude? Wow is all I have to say. You got that nice chrono cross over here off this breakout. So in the summer, it did have a really good long signal right around here. But now, I mean, this is already well past all that shit. And let's see. I think it's decent. It's a little risky, though. I mean, of course, it's been going up and telling all the bears to suck it. Long term, about $50 is major support. Let's go shorter term. Short term, I'd pretty much just use the EMA, the 21 EMA. It looks like the bots or whatever, the market is very much respecting that right now. As soon as it gets there, it gets bid back up immediately. So any price action that starts getting comfy below the 21 EMA, I would probably bail on this trade. But until then, it looks like it's rideable for sure. And what do you got here? Price target of 93 and stop loss at 70, which is which is literally the 21 EMA. So yep, I like that one too, man. And you said your 90 is your target. Okay, so that's the only one I would push back a little bit on, is that you're hoping for all-time highs at this entry point here. And so all-time highs went off of this straight vertical shit. I mean, there's going to be massive resistance, really, even against this cluster at about where we are now. So that's actually going to be my least favorite one out of all the ones you listed. And I would take all those other trades, but I would not take this one. Oh, I just noticed I missed a couple of these other ones. Okay, yeah. So ANF, I would skip ANF just because it's way up here on the top end of the range. Maybe see this bitch like take a little breather for a second, because wow, I am very impressed by Abercrombie. Let me see something real quick. Do we got revenue? Wow, yeah, their revenue. Wow, look at this. Since last year, look, man, up. And I'm looking at the green one. I don't really care about, I want to see how much money they're actually making, not just their net revenue. But wow, they're making good money, man. Wow. Let me say it again. All right, let's see. PDD. Let's see, what is that? PDD Holdings. What? I don't know what this is. Retail department stores. What the hell? They're killing it though, making good money. They must own a lot of like mall type businesses or something. Yeah, portfolio. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what it looked like. All right, daily. Whoa, huge gap. Don't like that. Guess they had badass earnings. Oh man, they murdered it on earnings. Yeah, I don't. That one's a little risky too. A lot of resistance at about 160, 150. What's your lineup here? Long entry 142, stopping at 132. Let's zoom in a little bit. Is that the bottom of that? Yeah, okay, that's fair. You know, with this stop right there at 132, I could get behind that, because once it lost that, it probably fills that gap, which is pretty large. So, yeah, that's not terrible. I'd say it's more of my least favorite ones outside of Abercrombie. But no, that's not terrible, man. Not bad. All right, and the last one, Pan W. Pandub. Oh yeah, Palo Alto. I knew that was a familiar ticker. Holy shit, Palo Alto. Well, like back in the day in the housing crisis, Palo Alto real estate actually went up, which is kind of funny. All the tech bros had to put their money somewhere, and it looks like that's the same here. Very bullish above 250. Holy smokes, dude. Yeah, I mean, this bitch is uber bullish above 250. I mean, yes, it has ran really hard. And that's a weekly. On the daily, it's actually like 260. So I would actually use the daily, especially with this magenta candle and this little structure here. So I'm going to ratchet. So 250 longer term, but like about 260 shorter term. And so let's see what you got set up there. Stop loss of 254. Perfect, dude. Right in the middle of that range. Looking for 280. Why not? Or no, you're looking for 324. I'm sorry. Entering it to 80, which you're already well in the money, brother. Nice trade, dude. Very good. Blue sky. It's up until it ain't. Let's get a little fib extension on there, because, you know, that's important. And you're looking for what again? 3 what? Oh yeah, 2618, man. Nice. You're right around the 2618. I like that trade. That's good, man. Sexy time. Hey, can't hate that one. So the only one I did hate was the not hate. That might be too strong of a word, but I wasn't a huge fan of the Abercrombie setup just because where it is against its resistance. All right, let's go pick up a couple things that I forgot to talk about, and then we'll wrap this bitch up. Bid F grinding up, looks very bullish above 550, 569. Hell yeah. Let's go to the weekly. Oh yeah, let's just keep grinding, man. Usually you get follow through on this kind of pattern that is just like slow drift to the right, kind of price acceptance. Very bullish above 550. We want this and Mama Bear. I think these are the two most important charts for crypto right now is Mama Bear's chart and this chart. So as long as we're above 35K and this 550 on our little minor index, all is good in the hood. Coors is selling off more. I'm not surprised. We talked about this on Monday. You're very welcome, Casey. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate you coming in here and dropping some ticker knowledge, man. That is super awesome. And I hope you have a awesome rest of your hump day, sir. Is this a buy here against this? I'm not touching this. After that restructure crap or whatever they're doing, I still haven't done any due diligence on that and recon on exactly how they're doing the shares. So I think it's very high risk, and I'm not going to touch it until I figure that part out. And there's just other stuff to trade, and this thing, it just doesn't look that attractive anymore. You know, it did for a while until it lost that 69-cent level again off this structure. And that's why you don't have to freaking read news, man. That's why I call the show No Noise. Like 99% of the time, price action will tell you stuff before news comes out. Literally almost every single time. Before Fed meetings, before like anything. It's makes it just so much easier and less stressful. And reading news nowadays, oh God, I don't know how y'all do it if you're out there still reading news. Brutal. Plus, I think bots and shit are mostly writing the crap anyway. It's like it's probably all just manipulative fake crap at this point. So whatever. I digress. Moving on. Not touching this until I figure out exactly how they're structuring it. If they're going to do a new ticker, whatever. I am interested because Core definitely has lots of hash power in Texas here. They're one of the bigger miners as far as total hash power. So they'll figure it out eventually. You just don't want to buy this and then they move it to some other ticker and this bitch just goes all the way down to fucking 10 cents. You don't want to get trapped in that. There's no reason. And what happened? It broke 69 cents well before any of that announcement before selling off. So there you go. What's going on here? Hive might be a buy here. I like this kind of little clustering down here. I've been eyeballing that one and Wolf as well. Let's see. Green. I am actually already long this one. Holding on to this one for now. Coinbase just freaking ripping face. We talked about that on Monday, so we're not going to touch on that again. You can go check that stream out for Mondays. And eventually, once I get a little bit more organized in time, I'm going to do like shorts and clip stuff and upload to YouTube. So, because I know like a lot of people don't want to watch like an hour-long stream. I get it. It's a lot of information in here too. And unless you're just die-hard freaking trading, bro, you're not going to probably want to listen to the whole thing. And I totally understand that. So I'm trying to kind of expand. And that is like a first thought I had over the last week of maybe trying to clip some of this shit out that's about certain sectors even and stuff like that. So if you have any ideas too, please DM me on TradingView. Would be like probably the fastest way for now. Because I forget to check that Discord thing that I have linked in there a lot. So my apologies if you're sending me messages over there. Anyway, moving on. What did I want to show or talk about? Oh yeah, the nat gas transportation guys. Let's just go follow up on those real quick because I do think there's still I guess I have to click the frickin' button correctly. Hold on. Where the hell did you go? There it is. Oh man, we're getting a little pumpage there, but who would have known that? That was like a shit ass chart. The one I was liking was this one. I actually got long this one off of that stream. And there was another one. I want to get long Golar. I haven't gotten long this one. My order didn't get filled. I was waiting for it to get to me, but it never did. Looks like it's kind of lollygagging right now. So, TK, what's TK doing? Yeah, even getting a little bit heavy. So I just started nibbling real slow and only got filled on this imp one, Where SHIP Synergy is actually looking real good above this 650 level, actually taking out this previous high. So, man, maybe this week we could get a good setup on this chart because this is a pretty nice little saucer pattern. And a weekly open and close above the 55. It has not literally done that since, holy shit, it's never done that. It's literally, how the frick did this even, how many times have they split this bitch? Holy shit. Well, for the first time in its history, unless it dumps back below $6, Synergy will have an open and close above the 55. So, hey, definitely could be a trade coming up there, possibly to a move to the 200 MA or structure about $9. So that's potential trade coming up there. And I think that's it, guys. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to talk about at this point. Let's go look at Microsoft real fast, just because I'm curious. Oh yeah, new doing its thing. Yeah, okay. Nvidia. Yeah, man, that $500 level, dude, it can't get over it. Bulls, the struggle is real. Now we're camping on the 21. Will it be able to hang out there and not break down? I don't know. I wouldn't hold this thing up here at this price. Not until it got back over or until it got over 500. It's never been over 500 sustainably. So yeah, I think this is just way too high risk to keep holding here, especially if you're in the money, man. Like, why? Like, what's the point? You could sell calls against it or something like that, at least to hedge it a little bit. But there's no reason to just hold things, forever with no plan. I mean, you got to take your profits at some point because otherwise they're just unrealized and they're not really profits. So it's funny. People will use that in the downside. They'll like ride shit to freaking 90% down. I've done this before. So, yeah, you just will ride and ride and ride. And you're like, oh, dude, it'll come back though. It's fine. It's fine. But on the flip side, people just won't get it. Like they just won't take their profits, man. They'll be like, oh, it's not a loss if you don't close it. It doesn't count, bro. Well, it's not a gain if you don't close it either. It goes the same way. All right, guys, y'all already know what's up. Super quick wrap up. 35K, 38K, same shit as it's been for the whole month, pretty much. And Ethereum, same crap, about 2,000 ish, maybe 1950 or so, maybe if it got down there and bounced really quick, potentially. And that's about it. Wrapping up there. Much love, guys. Happy hump day. I'll see y'all Friday. Hold on. This is No Noiz. I am Z Rex. Peace.